Hello, I'm Brian Bergstrom. I'm an operations engineer at Sports Engine, and I'm talking today about DevOps and the workflow, specifically about how you introduce changes to your applications and systems. I want you to think about what is a unit of change that you push through your system. Commits too small, projects too big. What's the manageable piece that you can write a couple sentences about and test? How does that unit of change differ from project to project? Does it differ between ops and development? Sorry, this is my first Ignite. At Sports Engine, we use Git to version our applications, as well as our codified infrastructure. And we use GitHub with pull requests as our units of change. Pull requests are great, but we wanted something a little bit better. So we worked to get more developer efficiency. We wanted it to be easy to create that unit of change, but we didn't want, shitty pull requests. We wanted them to be quality pull requests. We wanted to curate good stuff like what you're changing, why you're changing it, what's the deploy plan, QA plan, what's the rollback plan. Prompt for standardized labels like risk level that help code reviewers and the operations team decide how thorough to be in their review. We also wanted to streamline the interactions between Git and GitHub, reduce human error, and get consistency in our units of change across projects and across teams. With a consistent unit of change, we have one less thing to worry about, one less thing to learn during cross-training, and more mental space to spend on your business problems, not your workflow. Here's the development workflow at Sports Engine. It's a fairly standard Git feature branch workflow with the staging integration branch thrown in the middle for QA testing. And our operations workflow is exactly the same. So whether you're changing one of your applications, your firewall, Nginx rules, they all go through the same workflow. When dev and ops talk to each other, we're talking about the same thing when we're talking about changing one of our systems. A big part in that is a tool we developed called Octopolo. It's a simple command line Ruby CLI tool packaged up as a gem. Provides us the OP command. Our engineering team spends a lot of time in terminals. We wanted to stay in the terminal as much as possible. I'll go through a quick example here. We start off with a new branch, write some code, commit and push it. Then we tell Octopolo to create a pull request. It asks us for a title, prompts us for standardized risk labels, and then to fill out the templated PR description to get all that quality context in there. Next, our pull request goes through status checks. CI runs on it. We have a peer do code review. And we get all that information curated on the pull request as well. Next, we tell OP to stage it up. It figures out what the staging branch is, merges it, and you're on your way to deploying to staging, doing your testing, prove it works somewhere besides on just your machine. Once it's ready to go, you tell OP to mark it deployable. If one of those status checks didn't pass, it yells at you. Go back and complete your work. This lets operations know that it's ready to deploy to production, throws a deployable label on it. Our operations team then, twice a day, morning and afternoon deploys, looks at the deployable pull requests. If they're high risk, maybe gives them another eye over, another review, accepts them, tags a release, takes care of managing the change log for you, and then ships it to production. Our unit of change has now shipped. We do the same process, like I said, for dev and ops. It greatly improves our communication between the teams because we're talking about the same thing when we're talking about pushing a change through the system. And it also makes collaboration easier. Operations member can hop and make change in application, and vice versa. Developer can come onto operations and help us write some Nginx rules or something. Octopolo is open source. There's also more information about our workflow and tools and engineering at codinginthecrease.com, which is our engineering blog at Sports Engine. Thank you.